It's your last chance to come out and try and do one. It's been all day long. Congratulations. Never put your hands in the water. Never grab hold of any plants. No smoking in the boat of anything. And don't splash alligators in many places. We're tucked out of the way like this. Once we get done with the Shiner Hole, we'll be in the center canal. The levees in the trees will protect us from the wind. And we'll look for alligators on the left side on the way home. Now we have 4 feet of water under our boat, 8 inches of mud. Don't drop a cell phone. I am not the one to jump in and get it for you. No, 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 no. We're floating around a broad green leafy plant. That's called a cow lily, actually. The proper name is spadodon, but we call them cow lilies. Don't pull them, leave them. Because the wind never stops. The wind will push us away, or I'll use the wind for our brakes. But I'll never show up. Now, in those trees, look straight up.
Kasama ko naman.
That gator's head is Jessie, folks. Now, she is missing 2/3 of her tail. Oops. I'm glad she popped up from underwater for you. Well, see, that's what she does. 4 miles. 1.5 million acres. Every drop of water is fresh water. Without rainfall, there wouldn't be an Everglades. Gotta have rain to keep it alive and keep it moving. We call it the river of grass. It only moves about 4 feet per day. So slow. They're all coming out to look for the worm in the stems. Right here on your left, the whole family. Let's go back in.
Get out of here, you psychopath. Now, the lucky ones, alligators it is, I would buy off those trappers, or I'd trap myself. I am a licensed trapper here in the state of Florida. And yes, that was my mother's dream for me, the day that I was born in Massachusetts. Very much was not. I'm one of the very few, in fact, how many people are dumb enough to work 30 to 60 hours a week for free? Especially try to save an animal that would love to rip your face off the first time that you meet them. Now, when I get a gator, they will generally come here down in Homestead. They can never truly go back to the wild. Any nuisance alligator that exceeds 4 feet in length, according to Florida state law, must be kept in captivity or be destroyed. Only 2 options. They tried to relocate these guys in the wild years ago, way back when they were endangered. Back then, if a gator ate your dog, you put him 50 miles out in the Everglades. 2 months later, your new puppy would vanish. He's back in the house and won't leave. My sister had a boyfriend like that one time. No, trust me, him I got rid of. Apparently all lawyers think alligators are absolutely ferocious. Therefore, the only money we do take in, believe it or not, does come solely through the donation basket. You see down here, on the 2 days a week that I'm here, the money goes to the alligators. And not directly, because I tried that. They just blow it all on gambling and booze. Listen, if you're really nice, I'll pee on you. It's nice and warm. Plus, he's into that. All right. Now, if you're a Seminole warrior, let's say back in the 1800s, you're out catching alligators. You're doing that to feed your family. You always wanted to catch them alive. Alligator meat spoils very quickly in the hot Florida sun. First thing you want to do, obviously, is tie the jaws shut, crushing power per square inch in the jaws. That's enough to crush any bone in your body. Go ahead, Joe. Just kidding. Tying the jaws by yourself can be a little challenging. You need 2 hands to tie a good knot. Something has to hold the mouth closed while you're doing that. You risk losing your fingers in the process. So the Seminoles came up with a technique they now refer to as bulldogging, holding the jaws closed with your chin and your chest. You'll free your hands up, give you time to take out leather or rope and tie a knot. If you want to take a picture, we can both arms go out to the side, or use the blood pouring down my throat. It's usually what I tell the kids to just stay in school. Okay, take your pictures quickly, please. Take out a rope. Couple of wraps, you tie a knot, and you have yourself a cotton-tied alligator. Now, judging by the complete lack of applause, I'm assuming you people are not really impressed with me or the alligator right now. That's okay. I will try. It's very touching. That was very touching. It's really for therapy. Trying to redeem myself in a minute or two. In the meantime, we're going to touch on a few different parts of the alligator's anatomy. Eyes of an alligator are very well protected, very deep eye sockets. Anything were to threaten the eyes, they simply drop to the bottom of the eye sockets out of the way of harm. Thick, leathery eyelids come down to help protect them. Lower eyelids like you and I have. And he also has this third eyelid called the nictitating membrane. A little transparent lens you may have just seen move from front to back, then back to front. It acts to clean dust and debris away from the eyes, and also kind of acts like a pair of goggles for the alligator in the water. Behind the eyes, alligators' ears, these little flaps right here, even with these small ears, they still hear just about as well as you and I on land. They also hear very well under the water. And if he does this fast enough, he can actually fly. Not with me on his back, of course. That would be crazy. But if that worked, I promise you I would fly everywhere. Between the ears, behind the eyes, located right about there, alligator's brain's about the size of my thumb. They say there's only one animal in the entire world that has a smaller brain to body size ratio. That, of course, is the alligator wrestler. I still don't get that joke. I'm going to figure it out, though. Usually then surface above the water to swallow that food. He likes to make it look dangerous. He's a bit of a chauffeur. You do realize without me you'd be a suitcase, right? Let's just follow the script, okay? Listen, we're like 0 for 2 in applause right now. This does not represent our best work. Is this thing even on? Check 1, 2. I was like Dave Chappelle all day. You guys just roll into town like a small funeral. You're probably a laughing on the inside kind of crowd. That's all it is. That's okay. I'll do this last trick and then I'll let you guys go back to sleep. Make myself laugh if nobody else. Last trick is called a face-off because if by chance I do mess up, yeah. And listen, I mean, this will also going to show you exactly what a bachelor's degree in psychology is now worth. From the University of Massachusetts, anyway. My parents waste a lot of money on college. They don't really appreciate the fact that I make bad jokes about it in an alligator pit. 55 years old, and my dad is still telling me to give him his money back. Trust me, that would never happen. Last trick, no hero stuff. Get up in your mouth again, sweetheart. I don't know why that works. It's the last trick. Suitcase thing can still happen, my friend. Look at me. I make one phone call, you're full of zippers. I'll have you in checked baggage by next Thursday. It's a joke, you know I love you. Come on, stop messing around. Listen, I wasn't ready to tell you this. It's supposed to be a surprise. Look over there. Actually, right there. I have a whole plate of Girl Scout cookies with your name on it, okay? And I make them with the real Girl Scouts in them. Oh, please. Don't you feel bad for those kids? They came to my house peddling shortbread cookies. They deserved it. No, I knew there were Thin Mints in the trunk. By the way, I think we can all agree there should only be two kinds of Girl Scout cookies. Thin Mints and Samoas. That's it. You know, stupid lemon things. And you do-si-do you in on a driveway, kid. While we're at it, that box of Thin Mints is still mismarked. This is not a joke. There is a misprint in that box. I've been writing letters and emails for like 20 years. I'm dead serious. Next time you get a box of Thin Mints, read it carefully. It says something ridiculous like 8 servings. On what planet? There's 2 servings tops. And I just heard back from the company, do you know why they give you one sleeve and the other? Face off. If you open your mouth again, sweetheart.
Oh, you just.
This smells amazing. Hey, I found my keys. That's enough, that's it. Get off the alligator, best part of the show for me. Probably for Zeus too. Ooh, I like the way you walk, girl. And I know that must be jelly, because jam don't shake like that. It's amazing how fast they move, isn't it? That's why you have to run zigzag. Otherwise, they would never catch you. They started the whole thing. You ever heard of that? Just an alligator run zigzag. That's the That's what it is. I didn't call you.